Okay, I think that we are hopefully ready for this. Greetings and salutations all, and welcome back to Invisible Let's Play the Project. I am your host, Invisible, from Invisible's gaming channel, sucking at your hearts from Dark Side of the Moon. And this is the continuation of Let's Play Project Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood, a project requested by Markhoss, my friend. Previously, we learned about the Black Furies, the worst possible Garu werewolf tribe in the history, by my personal judgment. And we learned about what Pentix thinks of these cursed female-only tribe that has the misandry dialed up to 11, breaking through the sun barrier. Anyway, no need for ranting. Today, we shall be learning about the Bone Knowers. That's with a G, as in Bone Breakers. But before we start on, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends, everyone from the Beasts of the Altered Empire, and everyone from the Discord server, free YouTube friends, by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, BH09 Gaming, Lux Bear, Markhoss, the one who literally requested this Let's Play, Nitroclass 31, Mark IC 2211, Rogue Agent, Killer Rodan, Cryfield, ZBTV 123, Matthew 1121, Sagarda Crawl 85, Arthur, Musclepan Gaming, and Double Express. Since I am, as per usual, going to show you some education about the background lore behind this game's original source, the tabletop game, we'll have to go here to Mr. Brett McGowan again. Today will be the Bone Knowers and the original source, and here again, sorry about this one, I was just doing my homework. Again with the Bone Knowers, please. Thank you very much. The Gentleman Gamer guide for the Bone Knowers as well. Also, I did some review toward the Primogen for the Werewolf the Apocalypse tabletop lore and history. Looks like through all of them, I will skip the rite of passage for you. You don't really need it. You need to know it. We will be checking out the Black Spiral Dancers 3, but not now. The Lentani, we will be checking it alongside with the Kinfolk, but maybe next time, not this time, because I already pre-planned this session's topics of interest. So, as per usual, credit is given where credit is due. And in my live stream here, in the comments, I mean in the description, I already gave full credit to where it's situated at. Scientia Antiquorum for the explanation for the World of Darkness, the Primogen for the playlist for the Werewolf the Apocalypse, Brett McGowan for the also explaining more, Fatrick Bateman. Wait a minute, why do I not have the Gentleman's okay, I better quickly add it here. This is inexcusable. Let's see here. The Gentleman Gamer. This is inexcusable. Unless I already have it somehow. But here, Invisible, calm down and focus. Primogen, okay. I believe this one I took it the first because I thought we had the full playlist that was given by Fatrick Bateman. This user made his own specific playlist and did it for public usage, in which he has all the videos about the World of Darkness games. Also here, the playlist for the Werewolf the Apocalypse, if possible, please. The Gentleman Guide, here it is, the Appendix Guide to Werewolves. I believe we will just have to start using this playlist instead of the one provided by Fatrick Man, since there is no need really for it, as long as we have the actual source by the Gentleman Gamer. Credit is given where credit is due. So yeah, there are 15 videos here. We will be watching all of them, quite literally. In fact, I better just remove this the Fatrick Bateman playlist from here, since it also indulges in the Requiem with Vampires, the Vampire the Masquerade, and many more stuff. Yes, this playlist is very much useful, but what we need is exceptionally focus on the Werewolf of the Apocalypse. So from here, the Bone Knowers. We already explained the Black Furies. Today we will explain the Bone Knowers, and already explained the Fianna. So just keep calm and focus. But first things first, we will be starting with the Brett McGowan guide, because we need to learn about the Bone Knowers from their own land before we learn about them from their enemy's perspective. After that, I'll be launching the game from here, Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood, and we shall continue Cahal's journey throughout the world of Nikon and Indron. I'm going to mute myself and let the gentleman here, Brett McGowan, and the gentleman Appendix Guide of Werewolves do all the explaining as much as they can. By the way, I already checked out quickly the Bone Knowers, the Children of Gaia, the Jits of Fenris. This will be a lengthy one. The Glasswalkers, the Red Talons, my favorite, and the Shadow Lords. Since this list by Brett McGowan doesn't also include the guide for the Black Spiral Dancers. Black Spiral Dancers will be the last faction we will be looking at, in which we will go back to the Primogen, since he has only one. That's the highlight, because the first and second lore are just about a certain character, and its background story not needed really. Hello, Arturo, the underscore 1518. What's up? We're just about to start here. We're literally about to start. Okay, so I think I better explain to you how this Let's Plays format goes, yeah? Since Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood is literally the adaptation for the game Werewolf the Apocalypse by White Wolf Productions Studios, whatever you wish to call it. The thing is, White Wolf are very bad to adapt their own lore into the video games. How are you feeling? Surviving, sadly. Just being a little bit anxious toward my viewers and their expectations of me. Basically, those users, Brett McGowan, the Primogen, and the Gentleman Gamer, the three of them collected all the lore we need for White Wolf's games and explained it on their own. So I just give the credits where the credit is due and share with you the information. Let's quickly start with this before we run out of time. I'm going to mute myself, and if you wish to write anything in the comments, I will be replying to the comments via text. Let's get started with now Werewolf the Apocalypse, Episode 5, The Bone Knowers.
money you have in the bank. Not the car you drive. Not the contents of your wallet. And not your fucking khakis. You were the all singing, all dancing crap of the world.
In a wolf pack, there's a hierarchy that all wolves follow. The alpha that leads the pack, the betas which act as the second in command, the subordinates that act as the alpha's minions, and the omegas, which are the chew toys / comic relief. So with that in mind, take one guess where the Bone Gnawers fall. If you answered Omega, congrat yourself for being correct. The Bone Gnawers are the perpetual Omegas of the Gauru Nation, a tribe of misfits, losers, and exiles. This tribe is written off by other Gauru tribes as bottom feeders, but don't take them lightly. For one, even the weakest werewolf is still a problem for a human, but Bone Gnawers, they're not as weak as they seem. Sure, they're not the mighty warriors of the Get of Fenris, or rule with an iron fist like the Silver Fangs, but they got one talent that the rest of the Gauru doesn't: overcoming the odds when by all rights they shouldn't. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Bone Gnawers are at the bottom of the pecking order in the Gauru Nation and always have been. Unlike other tribes that can trace their lineage back to prehistoric times, the ancient Bone Gnawers started out as a loose collection of Gauru that were deemed too weak for their original tribes and were cast out. The name Bone Gnawers started as a pejorative for the weakest and lowliest, and it just sort of stuck. And so they decided they would make their own tribe.
With blackjack and hookers!
During the Impergium, the Bone Gnawers were used as shock troopers by the Silver Fangs. Not that they disliked it. They actually liked that it made them useful. Hey, who doesn't want to feel like they're wanted? But after the Concord, the Bone Gnawers started hiding among humans just to survive. This decision marked them as Ura, or city wolves. Today, it's not that big of a deal, but in the old days, it meant being tainted since they had forsaken the wild for the city. Bone Gnawers embedded themselves in human developments throughout history, meaning at any point in history where there was urban development in some capacity, Bone Gnawers were there. One of the turning points in their history came when the Silent Striders lost Egypt to the followers of Set, a vampire clan supposedly led by the actual god Set. Long story short, Striders turned to the Bone Gnawers for help, the Gnawers refused, Egypt fell to the Setites, and there's been bad blood between the Striders and Gnawers ever since. Over in ancient Greece, Gnawers living there would begin to adopt democracy as the means of governing their tribe. The idea of every member of the tribe having a voice was naturally appealing to the Gnawers. Tribal elders would be chosen by election rather than be based on who is the strongest like in other tribes. Bone Gnawers would set themselves up as the protectors of the weak and vulnerable in society, such as in Rome, where Bone Gnawers would fight to free slaves. When the Dark Ages came, the Bone Gnawers began fighting with plague-bearing ratkin and vampires from Clan Nosferatu that spread the Black Plague. The Nosferatus preying on the homeless made them a long-standing enemy of the Bone Gnawers to this day. During the Inquisition, the Gnawers would take a massive hit. While the Gnawer Gauru managed to get through okay, a great deal of their kinfolk were put to the torch for daring to lay with beasts. During the Inquisition, one of the larger camps known as the Hood would be founded. This camp was basically lycanthropic Robin Hoods, robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. In 1540, Bone Gnawers would gather together in Barcelona, Spain to establish the Ban of Man. Help not man for his survival unless it threatens ours. Hurt not man unless he threatens us, and kill not man for food unless we might perish. This ban was put into place to help curb the Gnawers' behavior so as to better blend in the cities. The final part of the ban was put in as a reaction to a rogue Bone Gnawer camp known as the Man-Eaters. Name pretty much gives it away that they routinely violate the do not eat people part of the litany. To this day, the Man-Eaters still exist in some capacity, and Bone Gnawers hunt them down and kill them. When the Europeans began to venture into the New World, the Bone Gnawers followed, establishing themselves in the American colonies. And when the American Revolution came, the Bone Gnawers jumped in with gusto, and this is where the Gnawers truly found themselves. Out in Europe, they never had the opportunity to stand on equal footing with the other tribes. But since America was founded on the ideal that all men are created equal, the Gnawers saw it as an opportunity they couldn't pass up. Which means, yes, werewolves were fighting alongside the Sons of Liberty. And if that isn't awesome enough, there were Gauru from the Get of Fenris that came with Hessian mercenaries to even the odds, and the Gnawers sent them packing. America, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah. The Nars revolutionary fervor didn't stay confined to America either. During the French Revolution, Nars residing in the Parisian catacombs fought against vampires that controlled the French nobility. As America expanded westward, Nars would be among the first Galru to head further out west to carve out territory for themselves. During the Roaring Twenties, the Bone Nars and Glasswalkers came to a sort of arrangement to run the cities as they grew larger and larger. The Walkers would be the brains, while the Nars would be the muscles. For a brief time, they even considered merging the tribes, but there were intractable religious differences that made it difficult at best. Yeah, the Nars couldn't even get behind the Walkers with their Weaver worship. We'll get to that in a later video though. And when the Great Depression came, guess who got hit the hardest? Hint hint, it wasn't the Bone Nars. And of course, the Walkers threw them under the bus, which pretty much put any end to a talk of merging for good. When World War II broke out, Bone Nar theologians would speak of the first signs of the end times. They of course would get proven right when America dropped the atom bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and as bad as they got it, the umbral side of those areas is much worse, and only their fellow Nars paid them any heed. Nowadays, the Bone Nars really haven't found their prospects much changed. They're still the outcasts, still the losers, still the Omegas. But now, with the apocalypse coming, only one thing occupies their every waking thought. It's the same thing the Bone Nars have always done: survive at any cost. The Bone Nars tribal totem is Rat. Rat is a scavenger, Rat is vermin, but above all, Rat is a survivor. And survival is what the Bone Nars value above all else. Bone Nars get written off by the other tribes as weak and worthless, but a tribe that has managed to survive for thousands of years is anything but weak. Sure, they come from the dregs of society, but they're tough. If you're gonna be a survivor, you have to be tough. Bone Nars also want Galru that are self-sufficient and can pull their weight. Bone Nars take "he who refuses to work shall not eat" quite literally. Prior to the first change, a Bone Nar is typically a misfit. They don't feel comfortable in normal society. In fact, it's more of a cage to them. They yearn for freedom, and that's part of the appeal the Nars have. No matter where they come from, Bone Nars become Bone Nars because they don't fit in anywhere else, human or Galru. Here, they can be themselves. Sure, they don't have much in the way of possessions, but they're arguably the freest of the Galru, able to go where they want and live life on their own terms.
I say never be complete. I say stop being perfect. I say let's evolve. Let the chips fall where they may.
Bone Nars are also the most democratic of the tribes. Every member, regardless of who they are or where they come from, is given an equal voice within the tribe. Elders are referred to as mother or father. They also have the largest numbers of any tribe in the Galru nation, largely due to them taking in literally anybody. Hamid, Lupus, or Metis, all are welcome. The largest concentration of Nars are located in America, and they've embedded themselves so deep into American culture that they consider themselves the most American of the tribes, which is a sentiment that is hard to argue against. Back off, you'll get your turns eventually! Now the bar for joining the Bone Nars isn't set very high. Basically, if you've shown you can survive on the streets, you're pretty much in. So some tribal elders are a bit on the lax side and will pretty much let anybody in. The downside is that the Nars are full of Galru lacking in ambition. That isn't to say there don't exist Nars with more grit. Bone Nars that seek to distinguish themselves as heroes among the tribe work hard to prove themselves, fighting against the Weaver and the Worm, and they do so by fighting dirty. You know, like a rat. Thing is though, Bone Nar heroes are very much the outliers. The other tribes tend to regard Nars as little more than bottom feeders, and that very much describes the rank and file of the tribe. Not that they really give a shit what the other tribes think. While Bone Nars mainly claim America as their domain, they'll sell into any dark alley, subway, or dilapidated building they can find. Basically, if they can find a hole to shit into, they're not picky about where they're squatting. There's a stereotype that Bone Nars live around urban cairns. This is not true because cities are a Weaver creation, and thus suppress Gaia's power. So finding ground pure enough to be made into a cairn anywhere in a city is challenging, to put it lightly. Because, even assuming that you can perform the ritual, you still have to guard it and keep it secret from humans, which in a city is practically impossible. And if humans find it, soon either Pentex will and destroy it, or Black Spiral Dancers will and defile it. Not saying it can't be done, just that it's so hard that it's almost never worth the effort. If cairns can be found in urban areas, it's more likely the city was built around the cairn. Two such cairns are the Sept of the Green in New York Central Park and Sept of the Awakening in Washington, D.C. While most Bone Nars tend to reside in the city, Nars can also be found in the country. This is where the hill folk reside, a Bone Nar camp made up of rural and wilderness-dwelling Nars. They oversee rural cairns. Though while Nars tend to gather in cities, they don't tend to stay in one place for long so as to avoid attention from humans. Gnars change the spots they gather in from month to month, and because of the noises they make from the dancing and distinctive drumming when gathered, these spots are known as their stomping grounds. Another stereotype that follows the Gnars is that they're dirt poor, and this is one of the more accurate ones. In fact, it's actually something of a tribal custom that if a Gnar comes into any kind of wealth, he will give it away. Gnars are pretty good at surviving on the barest of essentials, so what use is money going to be to them? Now, that isn't to say Gnars won't throw something away if it's useful. Living up to their totem, the bone Gnars are very much pack rats. In fact, they have a system for organizing items they collect. Stuff if it has value to the individual Gnar, loot if it's useful, junk if it's just taking up space, and shit if it's worthless. Keep in mind, there's no standard for this system, it's all down to the individual Gnar's tastes. Therurges tend to be the biggest pack rats in the tribe. It's not uncommon to come across a bone Gnar Theruge with a treasure trove of what looks like random junk. Now, it goes without saying that Hommids make up most of the tribe, given that Gnars have always resided near humans. But where Metis and Lupus are concerned, well, the bone Gnars are one of the few tribes where Metis are treated well. The Gnar democratic philosophy gives Metis an equal voice among Hommids and Lupus. It's a tribe where they're accepted and allowed to succeed. Gnar Lupus, though, are a breed apart from most Lupus. Gnar Lupus are domesticated, for lack of a better word. They're not as vicious and wild as the typical Lupus, and in some cases, they're so well behaved that they can almost pass for dogs. But don't be fooled. Tame as it might be, a bone Gnar Lupus is still a werewolf, and thus still has lupine instincts just waiting to get out. Bone Gnars are also one of the few tribes that don't claim a single group of humanity as kinfolk. While other tribes like the Fianna, Geta Fenris, Wendigo, and Silverfangs are more ethnocentric, Bone Gnars are more multi-ethnic. Granted, they're hardly the only ones to do it. The Black Furies, Glasswalkers, Zucatina, and Children of Gaia are definitely multi-ethnic tribes, but unlike the Gnars, they didn't start out that way. Bone Gnar tribesmen and kinfolk always have come from all races or walks of life. They've never been discriminating. Bone Gnars believe in strength in numbers, so one more Gnar is all the better for them. The Bone Gnar stereotype is the scruffy beggar on the street, but in reality that's more of a cover. What looks like another vagrant looking for a handout is really a Gnar watching and guarding humanity. If urban vigilantes are your forte, then the Bone Gnars are definitely for you. Personally, my ideal Bone Gnars is someone who's street smart, cunning, but still lives by a code. Bone Gnars are out to protect the vulnerable in society, the people who are homeless, ignored, and forgotten. Bone Gnars look out for these people because nobody else will, and they know what it's like to be forgotten. Of course, Bone Gnars are also survivors, and any good survivor has got tons of supply caches and doomsday plans for when the apocalypse hits. It also goes without saying that Gnars will do whatever it takes to survive. Sure, they won't sell out their fellow Gnars or kinfolk, those they'll protect to their dying breath. But other Gauru and their kinfolk? Well, if push comes to shove, who's gonna miss one Glasswalker or Silent Strider? Fuck those guys. And humans? Well, if they aren't under Gnar protection, they'll happily exploit them. Bone Gnar that moonlights as a drug dealer? Sounds like a no-brainer to me. So with that in mind, what fictional characters would also work for inspiration? Well, Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad. He makes meth, gets exploited by Walter and other people throughout the show, but above all else, does what it takes for him to survive. Tell me that doesn't strike you as a Bone Gnar.
Have at it, bitches, because I love hot dogs.
For urban vigilantes, there's two routes I've figured out. For a more grounded example, there's Omar Little from The Wire, a stick-up man that robs drug dealers and hands their money away to folks in need, and he never aims his guns at innocent people.
I mean, don't get it twisted, I do some dirt too, but I ain't never put my gun on nobody who wasn't in the game. A man must have a code. Oh, no doubt.
Now this next one won't sound like it makes sense at first, but try to indulge me a little. 4 words. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What? Get out of here.
No, really, think about it for a second. They're kinda sorta monsters that defend humanity from the shadows, while also residing in a sewer so they can remain hidden and out of sight, and have a small circle of human friends that run support for them. Yes, I'm very much mad, but there's a method to it. Sticking with the urban vigilante archetype, I think it also goes without saying Luke Cage, tough as nails street bruiser.
son. I don't even like these niggas, man.
Now I can think of 3 other characters that make perfect material for Bonar leaders. Tyler Durden from Fight Club, if you want someone who's philosophical.
We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives.
Edgar Friendly from Demolition Man for someone who's a free thinker.
I want high cholesterol. I want to eat bacon and butter and buckets of cheese, okay? I want to smoke a Cuban cigar the size of Cincinnati in a non-smoking section. I want to run through the streets naked with green jello all over my body reading Playboy magazine. Why? Because I suddenly might feel the need to, okay, pal? I've seen the future. You know what it is? It's a 47-year-old virgin sitting around in his beige pajamas, drinking a banana broccoli shake, singing I'm an Oscar Mayer wiener.
And Mama from Dread for someone more cutthroat.
Peach trees. This is Mama. Somewhere in this block are 2 judges. I want them dead. All clan, every level. Hunt the judges down. Everyone else clear the corridors and stay the fuck out of our way until the shooting stops. If I hear of anyone helping the judges, I will kill them and the next generation of their family.
Revolutionaries, scavengers, vigilantes, vagrants, outcasts, vermin, weaklings, misfits, losers, underdogs, omegas. All these are words to describe who Bonars are, and most of them are pejoratives. Most of the Gyaru Nation thinks lowly of the Nars, but they got the hint long ago. And they don't give a fuck. You don't last as long as the Nars have unless you've been really good at one thing, surviving. That's what the Bonars are. It's what they've always been and always will be. When things go bad, Bonars do what it takes to make it just one more day. The other tribes want to pass judgment on them? Let them. Cause the Nars might just get the last laugh. Because they'll be able to pull off the one thing the rest of the Gyaru Nation can't. If any of the tribes can survive the apocalypse, it'll be the Bonars. Survival is what they do better than any of the other tribes, and they've had thousands of years to get very, very good at it. So don't count the Bonars out. They've got a knack for beating the odds.
Welcome back. I had hardly expected you to return after your encounter with the Black Furies, and yet here you are. Clearly, I should have given you a touch more respect. Well, this next tribe will perhaps see you straight. The Bone Gnawers. There is not a more repugnant, repulsive, enduring enemy of ours than this tribe. There is no breed of werewolf that I despise more than the Bone Gnawers. Those children of rat. Those shapeshifters that are content to dwell in the bowels of cities, our domain. They're quite content to dwell there. They're quite content to breed there. They're quite content to hold those locations despite all of our aims at removal. The Bone Gnawers are, to say they're a thorn on our side would be an understatement, an infected thorn, a poisoned thorn that's left an infected wound from which maggots spill. And you know what, those Bone Gnawers would quite happily eat those maggots with a great big shit-eating grin on their face, because that's what they're like. They never give in. They never, ever give up. Still, I suppose it would behoove me to regale you with some of their past. The Bone Gnawers like to trace their lineage to Egypt, along with Silent Striders, where they came into frequent clashes with the followers of Set of old. You don't know who the followers of Set are, probably not worth your consideration. Either way, they came afoul somewhere like 2,000 years ago and spread out across Europe like a spore being unleashed by some toxic plant. They engaged in various battles against other tribes, against other shapeshifters, against various other servants of the worm. Of course, we were not around at that point. They endured. They were shat upon. They did, of course, inherit that name, Bone Gnawer. They were not prescribed that with any, shall we say, honours. They were known as the Bone Gnawers because they were the bottom feeders. They were the ones at the bottom of the lupine ladder. The Silver Fangs decreed that the Bone Gnawers should get naught but the bones to feast upon. Now, some Bone Gnawers historically took exception to that kind of rule, decided they would engage in a little bit of cannibalism, not just other werewolves, you understand, but mortals, but wolves. This is a weapon that we can use against them, for we have evidence of these acts. This is a better weapon, however, to get the Bone Gnawer revisiting such actions, but we will touch on that later. The Bone Gnawer tribe, however, as a general rule, always stayed out of notice, never got involved in the huge set battles, never got involved in the wars. They did certainly act in the best interests of humankind, rather than focusing on their lupus kin. They are very few in these days, you understand. They're wolf kin, because most Bone Gnawers remain in urban environments and breed with anything and anyone. Inanimate, animate, they would stick it in mud if they thought it would wriggle. I don't believe there is any tribe that has spawned so many aberrant offspring, metis, than the Bone Gnawers, and yet they seem to persist. They seem to do remarkably well, despite their claims that the apocalypse is near. If any tribe would survive the end of the world, it would be the Bone Gnawers, because they know to go to ground. And this is perhaps their greatest flaw. I, through my researches, feel that they're cowards. They will always look out for their own. Make no mistake, their kinfolk are precious to them, as are other members of their tribe. But they have been trod upon so often by their peers among the other werewolf tribes that they would abandon them to the four winds if it seemed like it would benefit them to do so. Not materially. The Bone Gnawers have various strange rituals. They may not control much, they may not have much in the way of what I would consider domain. However, they will always allow a wayfarer to stay with them if needed, despite not having much to give. And for that matter, if ever they acquire wealth, it is a tribal custom that they must give it away as soon as possible, lest it mark them. So, well, that puts us at a bit of an impasse, doesn't it? You can't bribe a werewolf if he does not wish for wares, for resources, for wealth. But they, then again, have never been terribly susceptible to bribes anyway of any tribe. Maybe the Shadow Lords, they do seem to truck in secrets, but they're a tribe for another time. The Bone Gnawers exist in great numbers in New York, in Chicago, in Appalachia, specifically. That is where they're at their rural height, with all their ridiculous names like Meat Pot and Piss in the Wind, and so on. I would salute them if I was not so disgusted by them, for despite their complete disregard for all other tribal rituals, they persist. Perhaps it does nothing more than to show what nonsense it is that the other lupines are preaching, what utter drivel other werewolves cling to, that this tribe of scum suckers are able to endure, persist, and grow. Perhaps the only tribe that is. But still, the blood is thinning, the gene pool is thinning. If anything is going to wipe out these bone gnawers, it will be that. They will have fucked out their very own precious DNA strands. Now, I mentioned ways of defeating the bone gnawer as well. The first thing you have to do is identify them. This is not necessarily an easy task. That babbling maniac sat on the corner of 22nd. He may just look like a homeless person holding a cup. Beneath that beard are very tough, very sharp fangs. And that claw that's clutching that cup, those nails aren't just old and gnarled. They're enough to split you from bow to stern. So the first thing you need to do is identify them. We cannot use our money as a weapon against them per se. We cannot, for instance, give it to them and ask them to move along like good gypsies. But what we can do is buy up the land that they hold dear. The one thing we do have is resources. The one thing we can do is make their lives difficult. I know it doesn't sound like much. Certainly it isn't some grand plan to meet them on the field of battle and nuke them from orbit because it's the only way to be sure. But any battle with bone gnawers is to be a war of attrition. These pests will not be stamped out easily. So what do? You revitalise the area in which they live. You corral them into regions they do not wish to be in. Perhaps into regions that are more inhabited by our kind, more tainted by the worms, or maybe push them towards a mutual enemy. Maybe the only place they can go to is land surrounded by Magi or their strange technocracy. Perhaps you can push them into the hands of the Weaver. Perhaps you can push them into the hands of other vampires. Rather than into our ballpark. The more you revitalise an area, the more you control it, of course, because when you give one hand out, they look to you for a second one. The bone gnawers don't, however. The bone gnawers will just move along to whatever area is shittest, because that is the area they feel most obligated to protect. Well, if you make that area particularly shit and just waiting for them with, skull pigs, if you can get a hold of some. Black spirals, well, that's always a pleasant surprise. A pit leading to Malpheus, well, there's a good weapon to use. Hide it in a scrapyard, hide it in a sewer. Move those bone gnawers into there and watch them get caught up in the wave and sucked down into a place they would really rather not be. This is not a surefire way of defeating the bone gnawers. They are not merely just content to sit on their laurels, such as they are, in order to wipe their arses. No, they will take a fight to us. but they are not so adept at doing so as glasswalkers. While I would say a glasswalker can take on our organisation through savvy, a bone gnawer is more likely to just go to ground until we've gone away, then resurface like a whack-a-mole. I would suggest that you need to turn their frailties against them. They're poor, so they cannot compete with you financially. They're hungry. Oh, they are hungry. They may look tough, they may look stringy, they may look like they could hold up in a fight, but they would do anything for meat. They are still rage-filled creatures, despite the fact they cling to their rat totem. Well, what you've got to do is drench some of those lovely fat Americans that you love to feed at your O'Tollies in worm taint, enough to make a bone gnawer livid, enough to make a bone gnawer want to split his stomach open and see what rolls out. If you've denied that bone gnawer food for a day, a week, maybe you've kept him imprisoned, perhaps you've kept him trapped, perhaps you've kept him moving around the city so he could never get a moment's respite. It's in their genes, it's in their ancestry, that they will fall on that victim and they will consume him, just as the skull pigs once did with refuse. Oh, there are connections there. I cannot claim to know all of them, but those were-pigs, those were-boars, have some similarities with bone gnawers. The bones those gnawers are gnawing can be human. Then watch them scuttle back as they realise what they have done. One half of them will regret it. The other half will enjoy the taste. Another method of taking on the bone gnawers is through their sometime alliances. Well, you see, the bone gnawers, unlike any other tribe, are more keen to ally with what other werewolves would consider traditional foes. Vampires, ratkin. The ratkin are an odd one. While I do not wish to go into them at length in this little meeting of ours, they are utterly insane. They are like bone gnawers turned up to 11. They often see werewolves as their enemy, despite their supposedly being servants of Gaia. They especially see humans as the enemy, not dissimilar to Red Talons. Well, the bone gnawer's dependence on humanity to feed their stock is such an extreme. See whether you can aim a ratkin in the direction of some kinfolk of a bone gnawer and watch the sparks fly. Watch as Gaian servants tear themselves apart. Bone gnawers do eat rats. Don't forget. They're very keen on it. Tastes good to their crooked jawlines. I wish I could give you a solid answer on how to deal with this tribe. In truth, they are the werewolves that have the least unification. In truth, that is what gives them their strength. They have disregarded all formality, all ritual. They create fetishes and shrines out of detritus and garbage. They will make a weapon out of anything, a defense out of anything, and they will look after their own. But that does not mean that we are powerless against them. We use our strengths against their weaknesses, and we will crush them, just as we will crush every other servant of Gaia.
Okay, now we have the background about today's topic, the bone gnawers. We already established the Black Furies, the Fianna, and the Black Furies, Fianna, now the bone gnawers. We already established also the information we have about the World of Darkness, also from the first ever introducing video. Also, we managed to learn more about their own rituals and whatnot. Okay, now for those who don't want to spend around 48 minutes. I will now here edit this. Gameplay starts at let's say 48:20. 48:20. Let's get going. It's about time we've launched the game. Let's play. Werewolf the Apocalypse, Earthblood. Launch. It launched, didn't it? Yeah, it launched. Nakon. Cyanide Studio. Unreal Engine. Just wait until it finishes loading. This is the format we use with this kind of games. Werewolf the Apocalypse, Earthblood. When there's too much to explain. When there's too much to explain and all the information is not available within the game itself, but rather within exterior resources, we just have to deal with it. What do we do? Simple. We go after the resources and explain the lore. I instantly jumped into the gameplay because, as you know by now, the intro, the main menu music is copyrighted. I had to remove the claim by muting the cast track. We're back to Washington State Forest. Cahal managed to destroy Indron's local training site. However, it's only temporary victory. Other actions must be carried out to expel Indron from the region. Even more background noise. So what have we learned so far? Hello. This is Cahal, our main character for this game. Last time, I think, destroyed the training center of the Indron pigs, the Indron humans. And now, I think I better go to Yevon first. Most likely Yevon has something to tell us about. So missions, objective talk to Ava, secondary objective calm the guardian spirits of the forest. We have 4. Let's go with the lupus form and quickly go out to the wildness so we can find out where exactly are the spirits of the wild. We need to wake up. Calm down. White Wolf Productions are the people behind the tabletop game World of Darkness. World of Darkness is a tabletop game which deals with the supernatural entities, creatures, and the mythology. Its games are completely centric toward the mythical creatures and the predators. There are about 7 games, if not more, for the tabletop RPGs, for people who do like to play yeah, these spirits don't have any cloud around them. I'll have to find them. Hello.
Fox Spirit, your sleep must end. Yfen needs you.
I hear you, warrior of Gaia, and I am now awake. Yfen has my aid.
Thank you! To go to the festival then. This is my second time playing the game, so I should be able to find them all quickly. Again, back to the explaining. White Wolf developers made a tabletop RPG where you create your characters through a sheet of paper. You choose your race, your skills, your ethnicity, your character's specialties, etc. And then you start making up some kind of a plot line in order for you to play through it. Hello?
Hear me, Raccoon Spirit. Wake up. Answer Yfen's call.
The worm has taken advantage of my slumber, but no longer. Yfen can count on me.
Nice, we got the fourth spirit. Wow. Out of order. Go back to Lupus mode and let's keep moving. So, the popularity of the World of Darkness went viral because they are among the very few tabletop RPGs that deal with extremely dark topics and are not afraid of sharing them, unlike majority of the human race. So, the creatures they created were the Vampire the Masquerade games, Wraith, something, I don't really recall all of them. Wraith, Vampire, Werewolf, Changeling, Mage, the Ascension. I cannot recall all of them now. Yfen is right here, so I think I should be able to find some more spirits around here. Whatever, there are 7 to 10 games that involve the World of Darkness, and all of these worlds and their creatures overlap each other all the time. The lore, by the way, the lore for White Wolf's productions reach even the very creation of the world itself. I did watch lots of Primogen videos in order to learn about this deep lore, and I will not force you to listen to it all. It has lore so deep that's worthy of listening to 1 month worth of audiobooks. So deep, so rich, it's unforgiving if you wish to go down the rabbit hole. Hello, what do you have here? A spirit, but which type of it? I can't see anything with the penumbra vision. This must be a glitch. What am I trying to say here? Visible focus a little bit. So, I already played before Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, the video game adaptation of White Wolf's Vampire the Masquerade tabletop game. That game is one kind of a masterpiece, hidden gem for vampire themed video games. If you wish to play a game that is completely focused about vampires and their social standing, their political standing, their daily life, you cannot ask for more than Vampire the Masquerade. It is the go-to right away. Its biggest problem and biggest disaster, though, is that it's one hell of a messy, buggy game. Why is that? Simply put, it was a budget game, once again, an indie game. An indie game that has lore potential and depth that would make Bethesda games blush with embarrassment. You really think that you know how to make RPGs? Believe me, you don't. You try to adapt a tabletop game where potential for storylines, potential for storytelling, and potential for twists and turns are only as limited as your fantasy goes, that a single video game developer can match your imagination. It's just that good. And based on how much of materials you know exists in the human brain for tabletop RPGs, you have no idea at all what you're missing if you didn't play any of these games yet. Stop with the lunacy driven phrase now invisible, and let's focus on some more information. The second game they made was Hunter the Awakening, I think. Hunter the Reckoning is a game about what happens when the forces of supernatural, all of them, are discovered by humans, and the humans are given supernatural equal powers and abilities to face them down. Spirit here. Man spirit. Thank you. Basically, the world gives the human hunters powers and special abilities to fight off the supernatural creatures. Problem with this video game is that not only was it released only for the Xbox and the GameCube, but also it was one hell of a buggy mess. Also, it was very much failure, sadly. It was co-op focused, multiplayer focused, unlike majority of the other RPGs made, and was overall a failure. What's this? Is there a spritz here? There's this one here. Then came finally.
Samples say exactly the same thing as before. The river's totally polluted. It's a miracle anything can survive in there.
Send those results straight to Endron's lab. At least we'll get some decent pay out of all this.
Worthless human filth. So, after we found out that there are too few games about the werewolves, Canon, I think, what Nikon's and Cyanide Games decided to make this game on Unity engine. Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood takes you upon the story of Kahal, a Fianna tribe warrior, and Aaron, a full moon burn Garu werewolf, whose tribe are fighting Pentex's sister company, Endron. Pentex is the physical embodiment of capitalism gone overboard. They don't care at all about the environment. They don't care about the forests, people, protesters, activists, etc. As long as you can make money out of it, anything is legal. Which is why Gaia's warriors, the nature warriors, decided it's about time that the human filth paid the price. Let me explain a little bit more. Supposedly, based on the storyline of this game, when the world first came to its own birth, I better leave this area because we are still too early to come here. I need to search for the wild spirits here. This game follows the story of a creation where the chaos existed here before. I believe it's more the Greek creation myth, where Gaia was wedded to the, maybe, I don't really remember the exact details. Whatever, Gaia gave birth to 3 specific spiritual forces. Hello?
Stag Spirit, awaken. Help Ethan to fight the worm.
Thank you for shaking me from my lethargy, warrior of Gaia. Ethan can count on me.
Welcome back. Just the first spirit is left. There are 3 spirits that supposedly, according to this game's creation myth, made the entire world. The power of the wild. Everything with a Y, not with an I. The wild is made of pure lunacy and chaos. It brings everything and does absolutely nothing with it. Then comes the Weaver. The Weaver is the power of creation, supposedly. Whoever knows me as Invisible knows me very well that I am a big guy when it comes to religion. So I don't really believe in most of the creation myths and whatnot. Anyway, taking religion out of this, let's focus only on the myth storyline. So, the wild brought chaos and materials. The Weaver used these materials to make stuff. Anything. Creatures, realities, and go on. The worm with a W had its own job to make sure that everything old dies out, and then you takes a chance to flourish and blossom. Okay, so where is the problem exactly? The thing is, the Weaver went mad that the worm is destroying all its creations and decided that it wished to create immortality. Yeah, the Weaver went completely crazy and decided that destruction should be not allowed, forbidden, so that all of its creations can live on forever. So it weaved a web, a nest of blasphemy, and somehow managed to keep the worm inside it. The worm, unable to do its rightful job of destruction and keeping the balance, and being denied its own duty by the power of the Weaver, went completely lunatic, completely insane, and decided that if it cannot destroy the old to make a room for the new, then it will destroy everything so that the new can be born from nothing. And that's where Gaia, the one that didn't actually care at all about what's going on, decided it's about time it had some defenders and some army to protect it from its mad children. So it created the werewolves, the Garou. The thing is about the setup for Werewolf the Apocalypse. It's a name unnamed. I am, by the way, searching for the last spirit. That's why we are a little bit idling by here. If I'm not mistaken, this spirit was the last one I found literally, and its location is kind of silly, to say the least. The Garou are werewolves by nature, and their duty is mainly to protect the wildness and preserve. Here you are, you disgusting bear spirit. Last time I remember I played through the entire plot of this area, and I didn't find you until the very end. Give me experience points.
Bear Spirit, wake up. Hear Ifen's call.
I have slept for far too long. I did not feel the worms spreading. Ifen can count me among his stalwart allies.
Finally, let's go return the quest to Ifen now. Here's what you need to know. Gaia needed protectors, needed bodyguards, and needed some power against its own kids because its own kids went crazy. The Wild doesn't care about the two siblings, and the worm now wishes to destroy everything. The Weaver wishes to destroy the worm because it doesn't want its own creations destroyed. So, you need to protect the Wild, not the Weaver and not the worm. Okay, let's return back here. This is Ifen, our guardian spirit. Hello. Help, Ifen. Calm the guardian spirits of the forest.
The guardian spirits are among us once again. I can feel their strength. Thank you, warrior of Gaia. There will be other fights we must win to defend our forest. Return to me in time. I will have further need of your help.
Of course, Ifen. Very well. But seriously, the spare points you gave me are too few. So we have now 3 points here. Let me quickly check on my predator sins. We have 30, 73, 55, not half bad. Not half bad, not half bad. Okay. What am I going to buy with these things? We're still in a place where we can quite use a lot of stealth and whatnot. So we have 2 points for this one, 2 points for this one. We are about to get our 4 points as is. So if I do buy one of these, I can... one of those, I can buy off the tactical area. So we can start focusing mainly on the combatant area. Shooting will generate successful hits. For now, I'm going to save the points until we get at least the 4th point. So, Gaia, the Wild, wishes for us to protect it from its mad kids. And for that, Gaia created the Changelings and the Garu, the werewolves. The werewolves are its strongest warriors, period. Thing is, Garu are prideful a lot and are very much troublemakers. There are 12 tribes of Garu that we are currently learning about before every session, in order to get some more information before we start the gameplay itself. Let's talk to Eva. Hello.
How you doing, big guy? Figured I'd get out of the way, let you catch up with 80. Well, from the look on your face, it doesn't look like it went well.
Confess.
She's still angry at me for leaving.
Can you blame her? Shit, being a teenager's bad enough, but Ludmilla's death, your exile, it was all hard on her. But you did what you had to. You had to get away from us to get yourself back on track.
That's what I tried to tell her.
I've been telling her that for years. Never eased her pain, though. But you're back now. It'll pass. Just give it time.
Adana told me about your mission to infiltrate the fracking site.
Yeah, about that. We're currently at a roadblock. Endron's data encryption is uncrackable.
So she said.
Our only way to get our hands on that data is to take it directly from the server in their lab. But surveillance is tight. Even Adana couldn't get in there without being caught. And I don't think I could create a big enough distraction to draw their security's eyes away.
Okay, find out more. She became a lieutenant.
So, how do you like being Rotko's lieutenant?
Things were a little bumpy in the beginning. Rodko didn't like my way of doing things, so I had to assert myself. Deep down, though, I don't think he would have gone easy on anyone. Nobody could replace you in his eyes.
Thank you. It must have not been easy. She deserves her position. You deserve it, yeah.
Yet here you are, Rodko's right hand. I'd say you replaced me quite well.
I appreciate it, but it was never a question of ability. Rodko just had to get over it, to learn to stop yearning for the past. It was a slow process, but he's finally managed to turn the page. That said, your return has done him a lot of good. All of us, really. There's a lot of change we can effect with you here, Cahal. Keep that in mind.
Okay, talk about Adana. Don't forget, he is silent.
How did Adana's training go while I was away?
Rodko tried to make a Garu out of her, but all his training didn't exactly bear fruit. I know she doesn't like talking about it, but she says she doesn't feel the gift.
Ask for Ava's opinion.
Do you think she's right?
I think only time will tell. But all of Rodko's obsessive Garu training only pushed her closer to me. She took an interest in my work, wanted to know all about my approach to infiltration, my thoughts on humans. And she was a fast learner. Call it ego, but I used to think she was trying to be like me. Then I realized she already had a role model, her mother. Adana realized that I could teach her a lot of the same stuff her mother could have, so she stuck to me like glue. And then she shifted up a gear, studied at Caltech and Columbia University, and she did it all on her own. You should be proud of her.
Always have been.
So basically, Adana is no longer a Fianna. She is officially a Black Fury. Good for her. Don't care. Talk about Lambda Mankind.
Lambda Mankind's really made something of itself, hasn't it?
Yeah. Took us a while, but we've got a solid group. And our name's out there. The bigger we get, the more we can do. Still need to get public opinion on our side, of course, and that's not going to be easy given the way Indra and its puppet media portray us. But the longer we fight, the better we can reclaim our narrative. The people will come to realize we're fighting for them in due time.
Talk about public opinion.
From what I've seen, you've got an uphill battle in the court of public opinion.
That's for sure. Indran's media mouthpieces have done a hell of a job of painting us as terrorists. But hey, it could work out in our favor in the end. If we bring Indran's abuses to light...
Their smear campaign against you would just be one more strike against them. That could work.
Confess your fears.
Adana taking action, the attack on the cairn. It's hard for me to ignore the parallels with the day Ludmilla died.
I suppose the infiltration strategy doesn't exactly help things, huh?
She understands how I feel.
Yeah. I'm terrified that we might somehow see a repeat of 5 years ago.
Don't worry, Cahal. Even if the broad strokes are similar, the details are completely different. We lost Ludmilla because we didn't know that Indran was working with the Black Spiral Dancer. Piece of shit must have realized Ludmilla was one of us. Nothing else could have. There's no way in hell that's happening again. We've checked Indran's security on all their sites around Tarker's Mill. There are no Black Spiral Dancers, not one. Adana's got this. She'll be safe.
Black Spiral Dancers are the worst of the worst.
The fracking site's too well protected. It's too much for 2 people.
Rodko must not have been easy to convince. She has her Lambda Mankind addicted.
What's Rodko think about you 2 going undercover like this?
As you might imagine, he was a little resistant at first. But once he understood what we wanted to do, he gave us the green light.
Sounds like you've got something in mind.
If we want to draw security's attention, we have to hit them hard. Blowing up the refinery should do the trick. But that's not happening until we can get into the fracking site. That's step 1. The site is protected by an electric fence and a myriad of cameras, all of which are powered by the dam Indran acquired when it bought the site. Now, if someone could get into the dam and connect me to their network, I could access their system discreetly.
Allowing you to cut the power to their defenses without their notice.
Exactly. We can worry about the fracking site after that.
Okay. I'll go talk to Rotko to see how he wants to make up the teams.
Thanks, Cahal. It's good to have you back. But if you don't mind, I'd like to take a few moments for myself. Lost some friends during the attack.
Don't worry. Take all the time you need.
Let's go, Cahal.
So, any news on the group that was supposed to launch the attack on the Sunburst reactor?
We're still keeping our ears open. Shouldn't be long now.
As soon as you've got something, let me know. I hope they didn't run into too much trouble.
Let's go talk to Rodko, our pack leader. As I was saying, the Garou were too much prideful for their own good. And...
So, were you able to talk with your daughter?
Find out more. Talk about the spirits.
I had a chance to talk to Yfen for a while. It's hard to believe the state the spirits are in.
What do you mean by that? Are you here to tell me I let them down?
No, that's not it at all. I just want to know what happened.
Yfen will tell you that I turned away from the spirits to focus on the pack. On Adana. It's true in part. I needed to keep the pack unified. But I never abandoned the spirits. I did everything I could for them. But I never had the sort of connection with them that Rafik had.
And the worm?
His influence is spreading here. It's spreading everywhere. We're all fighting against it as best we can. But as long as Endron stays here, the worm will remain strong. It will try to corrupt our minds, to weaken Yfen and the spirits.
Confess?
Never thought I'd have a chance to say this after I left, but I'm glad to be back among the pack.
Me too, Cahal. I'm glad to have you, especially right now. I'll respect your choice to leave once this storm passes, but you know as well as I do that your place is here. You are my right hand, Cahal. After what you did at the mine, I'd say you still are.
That's Ava's place now.
I know, and she's a fine fit for the role. But you and I, we have a different bond.
Whether I go or stay, Rodko, that bond will always remain.
I truly hope so, Cahal.
After all, he is Cahal's wife's brother, so they are related. Talk about Ludmilla's letter.
I read the message you left on Ludmilla's grave. I didn't know that you...
I never should have given the green light for that mission. Never. I'll blame myself for the rest of my life. If I hadn't made that decision, my sister would still be alive. And you never would have left.
It wasn't your fault, Rodko. How could you have known that Endron had set a trap for us?
I'm the leader of this pack. It's my job to know.
You can't punish yourself like this. Even Yfen didn't see it coming.
Yfen is not our pack leader. I was the one who made the choice, not him. I've got to live with that.
Back. She's mad at me. Adana told me about their plan.
As you might imagine, there's still a lot of tension there.
Between the attack on the cairn and your sudden return, she's going through a lot right now. Give her time.
Ava said the same thing. I hope you're both right. Speaking of Ava and Adana, they told me about their plan to get their hands on the encrypted data inside the fracking site's laboratory.
To bring Endron down from the inside, yes. I think they've got the right idea. If we manage to chase Endron from this region, they'll just continue their dirty work elsewhere. It's time for a decisive blow. So we follow Ava and Adana's plan. We'll attack the dam to bring down the defenses of the fracking site. I want you to lead the incursion. You coordinate with Ava and Adana over comms, and allow them access to the dam's network.
Ava gave me the rundown. But if I set off a single alarm, things will get very dangerous very quickly.
I know. One sign something's amiss, and Tank Girl will be at the dam before you know it. So while you're sneaking through the inside of the dam, I'll be creating a diversion on the outside. That should keep her attention off you. And even if someone does raise the alarm at the dam, Tank Girl will have no idea why you're really there.
Good. You can count on me.
Excellent. We'll have Declan meet you near the dam. He's got the relays you'll place to get Ava and Adana access to Indran's network.
Thank you. Let's go. Again, I'd like to speak now.
As you know, Magadon claims they opened a new lab to develop natural supplements.
Okay, so after Gaia created the Garou and the Changelings, for the sake of protecting herself from the worm and the Weaver's madness both, the Garou grew too much prideful of themselves to the point where they decided that nobody other than them should be allowed to fight for Gaia. They fought the Changelings and killed most of them. Also, they fought each other and destroyed a number of their own tribes, which is very stupid. Hello?
Hey, Cahal, right?
You must be Declan. You with Lambda Mankind?
That's right. Ava's told me all about you. It's an honor, really.
I don't know about that. I hear you've got the relays I need to install at the dam.
Yeah, I got them right here. Need anything else?
Talk about the Indran's dam.
What do you know about the dam?
After you took down their training center, they doubled down on security at all the other sites in the region. Even if Rodko draws their attention, you're still going to have a lot of resistance. They've even brought in some of their elite guards from Nevada. And these guys are huge. I don't even know if you could call them human anymore.
We've met, but I had no idea they were from Nevada.
Well, the training center you took out wasn't the only cart Endron had in its hand.
That figures.
Talk about Ava. Start recording? Yeah, start recording. Everything looks just fine.
How'd you meet Ava anyway?
By investigating her, really. I used to be a cop, tasked with putting her and Lambda Mankind away. And I tried, but Ava runs a clean operation. That didn't make the bosses happy, though. They told me to falsify evidence to bring him down. That's when I realized they were in Endron's pocket. I tried calling him out, but the whole precinct came down on me like a ton of bricks. I had no choice but to run. And I ran to Ava. I pledged my life to fighting Endron.
You and the other humans. You know who it is you're working with, right? This isn't just ideology for us.
Yeah, I know. I know what you are. Ava told us everything. Trust me, Cahal. We're all on the same side here. We're fighting for the survival of the planet, whatever the cost.
Good.
I should be good.
Before you go, I've got a favor to ask. We've identified a key player working at the dam. We think she's got important information on whatever Endron's up to in Nevada. Her name's Victoria Vokes. We need you to question her. Get whatever info out of her you can.
Keeping the cairn safe is my top priority here, but I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Good luck, Cahal.
What do you do? Cross that dam's outpost. Can we now talk freely, please? So, the Garou grew way too much prideful and started to fight each other, seeking the strength of the pack, the strongest one among them. And before they knew it, their numbers were dwindling, very few. And the worm is at its strongest. The Weaver doesn't really care at all at this point. So, the apocalypse will happen whether you like it or not. That's where the game's story starts officially. You need to fight off the enemies of Gaia as much as you can and delay the apocalypse.
I've ID'd the civilians taking readings on the nearby riverbank. Should I warn the commander?
No, they're working for us. Nothing to worry about from them.
Take it easy. Nobody must see us. We must stay here. I have currently 5 bolts. I need to destroy these guys. Silently if possible. I have some really disgusting eyes looking at me. Just go away. Go away. Going away, please. Not bad so far, not bad. We have 1 exoskeleton for a disgusting mecha. I need to make sure that I don't get caught. I know we can just enrage and send all hell loose, but where's the fun in that? I need to take a little bit of a challenge. Let's move out from here and try to reach the other side. Slowly but surely. Yeah, very good. Hey, you don't say anything. You don't say anything. Say anything at all, mate. You don't say anything at all. Nope. Sabotage quickly. Go back to the locus. Yeah, I have to go there. Some kind of a distraction, or to move quickly, rather. So I need to destroy those both. This is too dangerous.
Huh? God. Gotta check it out. Oh, God! Help!
Already? Yeah, I already felt it. It's okay, no problem. Give me frenzy.
Dispatch a backup team! Send everything!
Destroy them, all of them. Why are you imagining this, or there's literally no sound, no music here? Save. Good. Sadly, I lost all of my stealth points in this area. Doesn't really matter. Do you have any points in here that I can collect? There's one there. Not too far away. The penumbra Vision is useful as spiritual. Let me quickly check this area here to see if there's anything here. Oh. Okay. Endron. And it's cast. Okay. The thing is, Pentex is a huge corporation that focuses on all the things that destroy the planet, and they work for the worm. The power of destruction. While...
What happened with that surviving recruit?
Ex-surviving recruit. I shot him. Commander's orders. Damn fool wanted to terminate his contract.
After all he'd seen, he should have known this isn't the kind of job you just quit. What a moron.
Okay, I'll get here. You can't see me there. Die. Pentex is the mother company of all the corruption in this world. And because of it, the worm is gaining too much strength for us to handle. While Endron is an energy company.
What the hell?
Which tries to do anything in its own power to destroy the Garou and the environment around it. Long story short, this game's philosophy is that mankind are filth. And of course they are. And the Garou are trying to fight for the sake of the planet. To keep it safe from this filth. All the spirits you take out are fair deal. Are fair to deal with. Because you are fighting for the environment and for the planet itself. A few sacrifices here and there are necessary. Specifically when these sacrifices are of dirty blood. Everyone here is infected by the worm. And everyone here is no longer a spirit that's worth sparing. Where's that plant? Hello! Minor spirit. Now we have 4 points. Nice. 4 points means finally I can get this one. Puritive Hunter 2. And also Marksmanship 2. Tactical is done. Now we'll focus completely on combat skills. Okay, let's open this kit here. Now, it is still blocked. It's okay. Hi, what's up? You give me very nice and generous gifts more than Ethan. Thank you. More clouds of spirits around here? Doesn't seem like it.
This truck was destroyed when Major Grainer's squadron attacked the activists' camp.
What are we supposed to do with it? Take it to their mine?
Nothing like that. They only want DNA samples. Just a routine pass. Don't ask questions, just do your job.
Yeah, sure, just don't ask questions, just do your job. Be a filth. Servant of the worm. Okay, just be quick, swift, About this. I don't see any more spirits around here. There's a possibility that we have already finished all the spirits collection. Regardless, let's go out here and check out the area. Flask. Right.
Okay. Oh, I'll make good use of that.
Hey. Thank you. Let's see here. Says. Hi.
What does the commander intend to do about these activists?
You'll know as soon as I do. For now, sit tight. Dismissed.
More elite enemies and more pathetic soldiers. Be careful, try to be stealthy this time. More stealthy than the previous one. Waiting for something? Oh, they're Hey! What do you think you're looking at? I am invisible with the camouflage. You can't see me. Let the seats left first. Shush. Shush. I can't sabotage anything yet. Be careful and move slowly. Needed just reach. But keep it to be our last option. Realist. You can't see me. I'm behind now these boxes. That is the skeleton now. Okay, if I can destroy this one here. Come on. Anything connected to that thing? Nope. Let's go to Humid. Sit. And go back to Lupus. No. Can't see me yet. Nobody can see me. Slowly but surely. Hey! You said you were allowed to see me, buddy.
One less fucker.
Yep. I agree with Kahal. Completely. There is an entrance for a Lupus there. I will make it to be our current goal. You know what? Turn your face around, scientist. I can also use this entrance here. Lag. Door. Hold on. Okay, what's next here? Any spirits around that I need to take care of? No, doesn't look like it. Maybe I should have a little bit more explored the area. Especially upstairs. We didn't yet go to search it. What's that? Can I go back, please? Aidana was able to infiltrate Endron. Thanks to Ava's help, Endron's fracking site poses a real threat to the surrounding fauna and flora, but it is protected by several impassable security measures. First, the power supply must be cut. It is supplied by a dam acquired by the corporation at some time as other facilities in the region. Can I go back, please? I feel like I did something wrong.
Ava, I'm at the entrance to the site.
Good. The dam is down below. I'll give you the targets once you're in.
Try to be careful.
Don't worry, this isn't my first rodeo.
Can I please go back? I'm not joking. Kahal? Can I please go? What is wrong with this lag? Of course you can't, correct? Can I go back, please? I want to go back, check the area behind me. Sick. They did inform me about the... Hello. Tell me about that scientist, but was she there or is she nearby the dam? Greetings. Thank you. I hope the scientist is right here. Up there.
That's why England's sending in reinforcements from Nevada to back us up.
Apparently those reinforcements are all ex-cons. I hear they signed a deal with Endron to convert their prison sentence into years of security work.
Well, you'll just have to ask them when you see them.
Okay. What is this? More bolts? Flask? Don't ask about the background noise. I have no control over it. Lupus. Move it. Silently. Easy. Take it easy. Easy does it. 3 snipers, I think. I hope I don't have to enrage yet. Can I take those 3 quickly? Is the question. I can kill him very quickly, then follow up with that guy also. If he's not going to pay attention to us. Then finish the last one with possibly a crossbow bolt. Hey, hey. Shut it. Shut it. Come back here.
What was that sound? Eyes open, everyone.
Of course.
We've got an intruder. Area compromised.
Bye. Yeah. Unbelievable. It always works. Hi. Ah. Jeez. Quickly, the strength stance. Hello. You disgusting elite. Go.
We need help!
More. Come on. Agile. I keep failing my stealth checks. Thanks for nothing. Spirit around here? Anything? The closest one is right there.
The security oversight.
Let's go after it. There. Anyone else? I can't see anything. That's it.
Kahal, we're launching the attack.
Okay, let's go.
I swear if I just ruined my own chance. Should I just really seriously restart from the last checkpoint? Show me where the last checkpoint was at. Enron's Dam, same. Fine. God's sake.
Ava, I'm at the entrance to the site.
Good. The dam is down below. I'll give you the targets once you're in.
Try to be careful.
Don't worry, this isn't my first rodeo.
Maybe I can find that scientist while we explore the area here. Before the actual... we reach the actual dam. Since I restarted it, I should be able to recollect this spirit here. Okay.
Attention. Stand clear from the liberating areas.
Open. Take some bolts.
Hello there.
Flask. And now, try your best this time not to ruin everything instantly. I'm sadly still thinking I am playing origami, where the attack button is space. In this game, the attack button is left click. Faster, please, Kahal. Well done. Very nice.
This is a restricted area.
Well done. We did it this time. Correctly.
Nice.
This time we did it correctly. Very nice. Recording for 1 hour and 50 minutes. Very nice. Keep going. So many. I don't want to enrich yet. So just be careful about where we go. Settle it. Should I snipe that other guy as well from here? I thought. Nobody will see him, I think. Thank you for dying, you human filth. Okay, take it easy. Take it easy. Especially with elites. Very good so far. Very, very good so far. Take it easy. Keep taking it easy. Keep taking it easy. No need to hurry. Do anything stupid that I would regret. Now. It's okay, fine. Even if they...
alert. Let's find the son of a bitch.
If they do find me, it's okay.
Stay on your guard.
Shut up! Keep it to yourself. Enrage. Just go to hell. Go back to the worm. Filth. Go. Agile. Fast up. Well done, Kahal. It's okay, we were found, but whatever. At least now we managed to be more stealthy than last time.
Kahal, we're launching the attack.
Okay, let's go.
Understood. Hello, Spirit. What's up? Minor one. One skill point. Very nice. Go Lupus and start running. We have some more. Let's go hunting them. Okay.
The main elevator is the only way to reach your targets. You should see a big warehouse door. It's just behind that.
Got it.
Understood. More enemies. Where are my plants now?
When will the new recruits from Nevada arrive?
Next week. Should be around 20. Their survival rate is improving.
Are you serious? Enrage! At once. My bad. Because of the cameras. What was that? Come on! I need more wrath. Bridge built. Agile. Kill them quickly. Destroy them. Execute. Heavy stance. Destroy him. I am ruining my stealth gameplay completely. Thank you very much for nothing, camera. For God's sake. Seriously? All I had to do was just come here, enter this area, move here, exit from here, hack, shut down both cameras, go back. Was it that hard really to do all this? God's sake. And then I would have gone back through the... What's this? Flask? Flask. Go back here. Walk, then continue on with the stealth approach. Was it really that hard? Seriously? I cannot enter this area, I think. Yeah. Lupus entrance. Again. Go in. See here, we have some bolts. And we also hear some... no hacking, okay. So just some bolts. And then we have also another entrance for the Lupus. There. Move it, and now exit from here. Yeah, this entire area could have been finished stealthily. But not for the stupid camera. Secondary objective, recover Victoria's Voke's information. Find Victoria Voke. Where is she? Where is Victoria Voke at? Is the question.
Just got a ping on Victoria Voke's badge. Can you see those windows upstairs at the end of the room? That's where she is.
Perhaps I'll pay her a visit.
Hi. That's the secondary objective. Then we are fine. Very good to know. Very, very good to know. And spirits? 2, 3. Hi, snipers. 2 at the same time. This is not good. This is very bad. Something here? That Lupus. Let's check where we can go to. Anything to hack? Of course there is. A camera shut down, go back. Flask. More SP for me. Nice. Bolts I already have enough. Another loop entrance. Come here. And I really finished the entire area here stealthily without being enraged or killing anyone. I am not a pacifist by any means at all, but I do enjoy a stealth approach. Okay, but so this is just it. I take it. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. So where is the enemy that was just trying to beneath me? Take it easy. No need for anyone at all to notice us. Literally nobody should notice us. Okay. Go down, take care of him. Now! Shut up. Now we have plenty more. Or I can enrage, which is completely the opposite of what I wish to do. That one will not move away from the exoskeleton. Can I by any chance learn the pattern of that guy's movement? So I can hunt him down via Lupus and then destroy him. Yeah. Nobody else is moving from what I can see. So yeah, he's just patrolling around non-stop. Away from the eyes of the exoskeleton. Take it easy. As easy as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now! Shut up. That guy will not arrive here, correct? Even better. 5, 4, 3, 2, take down. Shut up and stay down. Nothing above there, and I need to go up there. So I have 2 more over here. I think I can lure them via using the Lupus's howl to an area that is a little bit more secure, maybe. Stupid, I do anything stupid. I can also lure that guy here. I don't want him to see that corpse, that is. Right here, come on here, get here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it.
What?
Take down. Okay. Now next one here. Oopsie daisy. Cahill, go back to your Lupus form. That was almost too ugly to be true. Let's call this other guy here. Take it easy, no need to warn the exoskeleton guy. Just in case, Cahill.
I need more men.
Yes, they saw their corpses. One of two options. Escape or face them. Oh no.
Oh, hell. All you need to get over. This bridge is ours.
Engage! Quickly. Go! Stomp the tree. Go! Away from my face! You filth! Destroy them. Agile! Hello? Heavy stance. Next. Is that? I need to frenzy. I seriously need to frenzy. But how? Destroy him. Go away. Frenzy! As you can see, we do get extra spirit points if we clean off lots of enemies. Yes, every area I escape from with no casualties by me equals a very high possibility of losing the extra experience points. Should I just go back then and destroy everyone in there? No. No need. Let's go after that Victoria something.
What do you want with this Volkswoman anyway?
We're trying to find out more about Endron's biofuel. Apparently, it's manufactured in Nevada. And guess who just came back from there?
I want the report on my desk first thing tomorrow morning.
Will do, Mrs. Vokes.
She's right here. She's in front of me right now. How do I now... how can I interrogate her without necessarily killing her? Any spirits? Yes, indeed there is. Where? It's next to me. I cannot enter it. We will come back here once I finish off this mission. Where can I find the spirits here? Wait, laptops. Okay, report ESO ESD 1998, Division 2, Dr. Listerman, NVIDIA, Victoria Vokes. We have looked at the tests carried out on a chimp in our laboratory. With the components we sent you, continue to send us daily input on the evolution of the chimp. You have done a remarkable job. We would like to welcome you to a meeting with your team in the Viridian State Laboratory next month. We look forward to your reply. Best regards, Dr. Listerman. I think they are feeding us some information to persuade her easier. Major Greener, the pack that was threatening the CN-67 site in Nevada has been defeated. Your tactics have produced positive results. The pack leader has turned herself into us. We shall be transferring her to the prison laboratory. Since their leader surrendered, individual pack members have stopped their attacks. The site is secured. Division 2 will begin Earthblood protocol experiments on the subject. CPT Fergus.
So Tarker's mill isn't their only target.
Of course. Cursed creatures. I have 2 spirits here. I need to go get. I think I'll be with us. Homemade area. Yeah, I know. We're not supposed at all here to become a lupus. Just homemade. Before I come to you, I'd like to know first where the spirit is at. What's this? A bone. Hello. Thank you for the spirit points. I have 2 at the moment. I can get either one level 1 skill or level 2 skill. A vial draw right now it is very effect. Healing would now blow enemies back. The curse now has additional health. I'd like some more attacks to the heavy. Rush. So frenzy, Canis is immune to almost any attempt interruption. Activation frenzy now triggers an automatic healing effect. Give me this one. Hello, Doctor. What's up?
Victoria Vokes?
That's right. If you want something, be quick about it. I'm busy. Who are you anyway?
Pass of somebody else.
I'm with Endron's intelligence division. We believe that you're the target of a local activist group.
Me? But why?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Perhaps you could answer a few questions for us.
Questioner about the biofuel, feign ignorance.
We know that you're working on the biofuel project. Can you think of any reason why someone would target you for that?
That's a delicate question. Only a few scientists and senior staff know the details. And of course, President Watkins.
Play hierarchy card, play on the danger.
Your apprehension is understandable, Mrs. Vokes. But the threat is real. Your life is in danger.
What threat does a handful of self-righteous, forest-dwelling hippies pose? What? Are they gonna slogan me to death?
Think again, man. They're far more dangerous than they look. We found their last hostage with his hands cut off and his eyes gouged out.
Oh my god. Oh, that's horrible. You don't think... Could they be after me because of the human testing?
What do you mean?
You know, those prisoners, they'll do anything for a commuted sentence and a few years on our payroll. Anyone who agrees has to undergo a series of... No, I can't share that information with anyone.
Insist, negotiate.
I understand. Just tell me what you can without violating the non-disclosure agreement.
Okay. All I can tell you is that when we first tested our biofuel in the wild, we discovered something very... peculiar. Some animals exposed to the exhaust fumes changed. They became more resistant, more aggressive. Once we discovered that, we came up with a plan to test the effects on humans.
Ada needs this data.
You've tested? humans. I see.
What does it have to do with me? Why am I being targeted by terrorists?
Calm down, Mrs. Vokes. The Intelligence Division will take care of this situation. You have my word.
You promise? Just in case, could you get me some protection or bodyguards or something?
Please, Mrs. Vokes, focus. We believe you have data on the biofuel project somewhere on site. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. My office is at the dam. I should have one of those files open on my computer right now, in fact.
Give me your badge, Mrs. Vokes. We'll need to completely wipe your hard drive. Can't take any risks with that sort of thing. You understand?
Yes, I suppose I do. Here. Oh, God. This is a nightmare. I'll stand by for your instructions or anyone you send.
I'll send some men to protect you as soon as I can. In the meantime, do not speak about this to anyone. Thank you for your cooperation, Mrs. Vokes.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
And she bought all of that.
Ava, did you get all that?
You bet I did. Nice work. All that's left is to find her computer.
Yeah. That level of filth. What is it? I shall, but first let me check out quickly this Lupus entrance here. Perhaps it will lead me to the plant we need to go visit. And the locked office. Flask. Rage is always welcome. Where is the spirit? Hello, statue. Give me some experience points. More respect to our power. Thank you. Okay, now let's check out where her laptop is at. There. Don't do anything too strange. Otherwise they will start to suspect us. Save successful, automatically.
How are you doing, Rodko?
They've taken the bait. Don't waste time.
I know. No worries. So far everything is just well done.
Okay. I'll mark the terminals where you need to plug me in.
And once you're finished, I'll guide you to the extraction point.
What is this spirit of? Thank you! Nice. Purpose form. One down there, one here, and two more. Might need to go down and dredge a little bit to get some more spirit points. But first, wait a minute, I have 3? Why? Deactivate the security cameras, 3. Okay. And spirits around here. 1. Okay, let's see here. I'm seriously confused. How come that woman very easily took the bait, even when Kahal is not even wearing the clothes of Indron? That's really weird. He's not in Indron uniform, and this, all the tattoos, this is weird. Read. The same thing about the chimp. And spirits here. I need to collect. I don't see anything yet. Hello. Use.
I've got the data. We're good.
Great. That data's just what we need.
Well done.
Go to Loop's form. Where are the spirits here? One is maybe in the next room. Do I have the same here? I'll need to check out the whole area here. Enemy territory. Lupus form. Easy does it. Hey, I said Lupus form. The penumbra
I
vision.
just received the medical files on the troops coming in from Nevada, and...
And? Is something wrong?
I don't know. They're ex-cons, so their blood test came back positive for some of the psychoactive drugs you would expect. But there's something else. Something strange. I'll have to look into it.
Try your best not to attract too much attention. Please. Keep it as stealthy as possible. Stay there. You know it's best for you. This one is coming here? What for? Okay. Spin! Turn! That worked. It's just your patrolling behavior then. Right. Shut up. And keep it down. Let's see where this takes us. Oh, straight where we should be at. Not at the moment yet, not yet. I want to purge some more Indron rats. Also, there is some spirits, I think, here. Are some spirits? Take it easy.
That's up.
Shut up. Keep it to yourself. Just in case. No one else? Penumbra vision. 2 more. And looks like they are both stationary. Stationary. Let's destroy this one first. Indron rat. Indron rats everywhere. Full rage. Now, before we do anything else, where are the spirits in this area? I didn't collect any yet. We have one there. Where? Entrance for the Lopez. Go to your left, or to down. What is this in here? The next area, I think. Here, go back here to the office area. Where's the spirit? There. Where? Here you go. There you go. A statue. Thank you for the power spirit points. Okay, no, anything else in here? Nope. Anything else around here? Wait. Make sure to add the compound 2G8 sent by Division 2 to the water before passage through the turbines. Install sensors to take readings pre-post passage of water through turbines. The aim of the compound is to increase the yield of the turbines. Its effectiveness is still being evaluated. Dangerous chemical product type 3. Follow procedures for handling type 3 dangerous chemicals products when working with the compound. If you have any direct contact with the product, inform your superior immediately.
Motherfuckers.
No idea what that means, honestly. Okay, let's just go to the disk now. Hack.
I've disconnected the first terminal.
Perfect. Adana, how are you doing with the deceptors?
They'll be ready in a few minutes.
Okay, open the door. Not yet. Then go out of here, go Lupus form, and Penumbra vision. We have quite a lot of spirits here. I need to go collect them. We need some more spirit power. 1 point at the moment. Let's what by what for it. This one is 2. This is 2, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 35, 37, 38, 39. Okay, keep moving. Let's get out of this area and go to the next one. Here you go, Spirit. Hello.
Rodko, how are you holding up?
All right for now, but we'll be falling back soon.
Men to staff, for the attention of all, elite operatives have been sent to us by the security division. They will be joining our security services in the coming days. Remember, these officers are here for your safety, so do not judge them by their appearance. Lift the power. Very nice. Very nice. I remind you once again, this is a very short game, so powering us as soon as possible is the goal. We need to be powered up as soon as possible, literally. This is a very, very short game. I'm not joking. Up here, no. First, I'd like to explore here a little bit. Okay. Nothing of worth around here. Seriously? The plant is right here. Where? There. So here, we have another one here. So it's not necessary to go straight to the... it's not necessary to go straight to the... goal. You can always just move a little bit astray. But looks like the game will not allow me. Because the doors here are blocked. Then what do? Simple. Go back. And to make those both as my priority. This time. Go down. Come on, Kahal. Go down. Okay, arrival of Major Granner. For the attention of all, following the direct order from the Executive Committee, we inform you that Major Granner has taken charge of all security-related operations in the region. She will arrive on site in 2 days. She will make a speech the next morning in the upper hall. No member of the site is allowed to be absent. She will inspect each team and each sector during the following days. Honor your position. To hell with you, Endron, and your precision with you. If you are worm scum. By the way, while we were watching the explaining video about the Bone Knowers, when they said that the Bone Knowers fought dirtily, I expected them to say they fought dirtily not because of their own totem spirit is the rat, but because Americans always fight dirty. Always fight dirty. They are Americans, and we have 2 more tribes, Americans as well. Seriously, the bias, the racism within this game's lore is unreal. Yet again, I remind you, this was written by Americans, so who cares? I'm not an American, so I have no sense of the so-called patriotism at all. Frankly, don't care about it either. Shut up. Also, just like the Americans called their own single nation in a continent homeland, so do all the other nations have their own homelands. So just don't be too much prejudiced against everyone else. That's it. Those both will give me headache. We have 1 exoskeleton down there, 1 rat there, and 1 who's giving me his back there, answered with another rat scientist. We have some plants here as well. The last thing I need right now is to be forced to rage needlessly. I'll take care of this garbage, this trash, 1 at a time. No need to lose my stealth advantage at the moment. Turn around! Already. Bye. Shut up. You sold your soul to Endron. The end. You're not worthy of remaining alive. At least somebody knows how to turn fast around. Turn! Should have chosen another job. Genuinely. Sabotage quickly. With us both, how do I deal with them? Without alerting about the corpse. I still have 1 more trash there. And then another trash there. So. Swiftly and quickly. If I'm going to take out this one, they will both notice it. This will be too much of risk. Go back to the loop entrance. Local. If they do catch me off guard here, it will be very bad. Let's see here. We have 2 of them trash scientists here. Sky is giving us his back here. No, that's his face. I can take him out with a crossbow bolt, I think. As long as I am not noticed, that is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's looking at us. Can't tell that Mr. Exoskeleton gets away from us. Shh. You saw nothing, you heard nothing, you are nothing. Okay, let's go back to that area. And get rid of the more trash silently. More of Endron trash. Oh no. Don't. Okay, enrage? Yeah. 3 in 1. Hip stance. Go. Get here. You filth. Go. Destroy all the trash. Get here. Hip stance. Pause. Do I really have to frenzy? Destroy them. What is this? Ow. Execute. You. Destroy him. Go. Frenzy. Go. High. Heavy. Go, destroy them. Good job, Kahal. Can you now just show me where we can gather our plants from, our spirits? Where are my spirits? At... We have one very close here. Is this guy not dead yet? How? Can I kill him? I can't. Why? Okay, 2 of them. I cannot destroy them completely. Why? Get out of there. Where can I find the plants now? Spirits? Hello? What's up? Thank you! What are spirit points? Where the next? There! Anything in here that's worth checking out? Hi? Any enemies here? Any spirits? What's this? Oh, crossbow bolts. Work. Now where to? What's this? Arrival of the Major Granard again. Okay. Yes, there's one here. Statues. Nicely done. Next one. There's one there, and I think one here. Lupus entrance. Okay. Can I exit from here, but there's no point to it.
Men to help transfer replacement parts to one of the turbines.
And my men are staying right here. Major Grainer's orders.
But the turbine needs to work to ensure an optimal level of energy for the fracking site.
Now that's not my problem. Take it up with the Major if you've got a complaint.
Nice and easy, just go here. Go here. Peace off. Thank you! Now you go. To hell. Don't you dare! Yeah. Shut up.
Security breach.
What? Wait, what? What just happened? Hold it. Did something just not now happen? What happened? What just not now happened? Did I by mistake press on something that I wasn't supposed to press on? Because I completely lost the control of the game. Enrage! Strike them all. I should have finished the entire area here still free. Who cares? Reach to ow! Go! Kill him! Slay him! It's not worth the frenzy yet. Go! Go! You don't. No, you don't. Okay, any spirits here? No, but there's one nearby. Rather nearby. Open it. Anyone here? Can I find some spirits around here, please? I'd like to get some more spirit points. We're just in here, buddy. We're just right here in here. Can I not? Yeah, I can no more use that lupus entrance. Of course I can't. Why would I be able to? What is this thing? Elevator. Run. Maybe because I pressed lift shift too many times. Maybe I triggered the sticky Buttons. Network test positive on Sector 1. Maintenance required on Sector 2 for control of flow. Irregular output flow. Feedback test positive for the whole network. Delivery received from Division 2. Installation of discharge device. Increase in efficiency of turbines after addition to the water of compound sent by Division 2 67%. Samples of water pre-post passage through turbines to be sent to Division 2 at the end of each week. Where are the spirits? I want them. I want some more spit points. I have only one at the moment. Let's buy the frenzy. Next. Hi. Literally hi. And now, buy. A double high for the elite. Looks like I'll have to do some sabotage stuff. I don't know if I wish to re-enrage here. Slowly but surely and silently, please, if you would. More even enemies here. There's a spirit there. Can my lupus jump up there? Only way to find out is to try it out. I can. Stop him. Hi! Or should I just let him see me and then get rid of him here? No. Okay, never mind. So at once is very bad news. And I doubt they are even going to move. Yeah? This is bad. So what now? I have one elite here. If I can kill that rat behind the railing, I think the elite cannot see it. Will not be able to see him. Towards almost 3 hours. This mission is lengthy. Can I just give him a good old crucible bolt and that's it? Before the elite finishes off his circle. He's already here. Maybe next time, once the patrol restarts. Just take it easy once this loser is away. Now! Shh. Shush. He isn't supposed to be able to see him now through the railing. Otherwise we'll have to enrage. And I don't have enough rage to use for SP. Piss off. Lost. Nicely done indeed. We have one more civilian here and one exoskeleton. If I do get out of you, will anyone else here notice you? I doubt it. But that elite is not good news. That's for sure. I can always use the bark if I need it. Shut up. Hold it. How come they can see me while I'm here? Spirit is right here. You can't see me. Step aside. Go in. Where's the spirit? Right here. Where's the spirit? Again with the sector, yeah, same stuff. Where's the spirit here at? It's up here, it's right there. We have also someone here with their back, with their fist in front of us. Don't you even dare. Open up this gate here. Okay, memo photo staff, the same stuff as per usual. Okay. Collect some bolts. Flask for rage.
That takes the edge off.
Now we're talking.
And the statue. Spirit. Nicely done. Now let's go and clean off the trash here. Where's the heavy? Here, the elite. Step aside, go away. Go away. I have another neck to snap here. One more trash taken out. Should have chosen another job, really. You didn't see anything. Yes, people are falling left and right in the front of your face, yet you saw nothing. Obviously. Go away. Just go away. Hi! Now I am behind them. This is better. Now they started to roam. You know, game, this is the same as telling me, well done on your hard work. Now let me give you a slap in the face. With my foot. Nonetheless. How disgusting are you? How disgusting must you be? To be this cruel. I can take one of them with a crossbow, I think. Come out. Lupus mode again. Silently. I can take one of them out with a crossbow, and I can take the other one of them quickly with the lupus. Faster. Would you please give me back the control? Thank you very much. Now take the other one down. Couldn't have gone any better than this. Well done. The only enemy now left is the elite. Hello.
Second terminal's disconnected.
Great. The receptors are just about ready. They'll make it look like everything's still up and running. Endrin won't notice a thing.
Well done. 1 point. Good, very good. Do we have any other spirits here that we need to collect before we move on? We do. There. Right there. Okay, let's go here. That elite warrior, just let him be. We don't need him. Okay, the spirit is right there. We have an exoskeleton here, and a number of enemies. Our goal, take out as many as you can without raising any suspicion. You will stay right here, correct? You annoying skeleton. Doesn't matter. Already finished him. My goal is to go after that spirit. I think I can go on a round circle. That's good. Sadly, there is no way at all to take out the big exoskeletons. I don't want to enrage yet. Take it easy. Nobody can see you yet. Big giant toes. Turn away. Sabotage. Just in case. We have silver bullets. I cannot take him now. Now!
Everyone on me!
Fight. No! Enrich! Sir! Go! Drone! Go away! Stance! Kill that exoskeleton! Well done. Execute.
Right now!
Fast up. Go. Away. Now. Destroy them. Heavy stance. Here. Destroy him. The trash. Frenzy. Done. Hello, plant. All this just to take this one. Do you believe it? All this fight just to take this plant. Literally, that's it. That's the only reason why I came in the first place into this area. Just for the sake of a plant. And what did they do to me? They attacked. Open. Anything here that's worth collecting? I think we already destroyed here, everyone. Beforehand. Yeah, we did. What's next? Where to next? There. Then, let's go. Out. We're back at this area here. Don't forget we still have one elite enemy here we did not kill yet. So make sure not to bring his attention to ourselves. Otherwise we already killed everyone in here. I could just attack him instantly. I believe, I'm not really sure how many bolts he takes, but maybe I can take him out. The few, some number of bolts. You know what? I prefer to fight him. I don't want to keep anyone alive in here. How can I get rid of him? Bolts? I don't think so. Just enrage and destroy him. Finished. I don't have enough rage. Agile. Stop. Done. Very good. Got some more rage. Got more rage. Frenzy! Done. Now I can move on in peace, knowing that we cleaned off all the filth in here, all the human filth. I think I'm starting to have an idea about which tribe next we will be talking in our next session. Any spits in here? Lots. Yeah, let's move it. What is this? Again for the staff and the elites.
I've secured the turbine's perimeter. All clear.
Okay. One more elite. Others are just normal soldiers. Spirits here, 2, 3. Just make sure you're not found easily, okay? I can take care of him if he just went back away. Move it. Move it. Go on with your stupid patrol. I need to take care of him and the other one as quick as possible. Surely, silently and slowly and easily, but rather surely, yeah. My the type of approach. Take it easy. Yeah. Shut up. I need some more rage. The sound of the commenter here, I mean the system, sounds very much like a voice actor I heard before from for games for the PlayStation 1. DEFCON 5. Keep shut. Keep your mouth shut. That one. DEFCON 4. DEFCON 3. For World Games on the PS1. DEFCON 1. Okay. Move away. Keep on with your patrolling course. Stay away from you. You. Take a nap. An eternal one. Sabotage. Shh. Keep it silent. Keep it calm, keep it silent. Okay. Go after that guy here. This one here. Nobody's looking so far at the very least. Pick it up. an eternal nap. Sabotage. You don't see me. I'm away from you, behind the ring. And you completely ignore the corpse as well. I'm fascinated. Do you have any spirits in here? No? Okay. Then just go to the other area. This is other area is right there. This is just a lift. Should I just enrage? Ow. Go. Go. You really think that this kind of thing can stop me? Agile. Go. Destroy them. Yeah, you should have gotten out of here much more easier. Destroy them now. Execute. Agile. Well done, Kahal. Very nicely done. Again, no spirits. Fine. Okay. Wait a minute, we just came out of here, correct? So I only came here because the area had some kind of... Let's go for the elevator. Maybe we can go up there and get the spirit. I swear if I can just save the game and stop it for now, I wouldn't mind it. I'm getting hungry and tired. Not sure when does the game exactly save. Oh. Should I just jump out of here? Just like that? Oh, there. I already cleaned up this entire area. Yeah, there is no fall damage. I like it. I completely messed this one up. Wow.
That's the last terminal sorted.
The receptors are ready, Ava. I'm on it. Okay, I'm in the dam's control system now. Good to go. Cahal, it's time to withdraw. I'll tell Rodko. I've identified a vehicle exit. I'll open it for you.
Thank you. Okay, before we go anywhere else, I need to make sure to get the spirits. We still have 4. I'm not going anywhere without them. I deserve them. How do I get them? One, 2 is very near, and 3 is here. Maybe it is up there with the area that we didn't yet visit. Let's see. I need more spirits so I can get some more skills. Minute. Anything else in here? No, but we have plenty of spirits here. Where? Nearby, very much nearby. Okay. Hello. Plant. Minor spirit. Nice. 2 points now. Nice, very nice. Have 1 there. Let's travel the whole way. Wow, you have such weird decoration here. We have 2 plants at the same time. What kind of spirit is this? Minor or royal? Minor. Nice. Also you. Thank you. Even more power. As for your own skills here, we have 2 points right now. But how am I supposed to get with this here? Harness. Stomp area effect damage is now greatly increased. Killing now will blow the enemies back. The Karnas can now has health. Heavy lift, leap now inflicts on the landing. This one here, Heart of Fury. In Agile stance, if Karnas health is low, additional rage and fury will be generated on successful hits. Strength of Will, in heavy stance, damage received is reduced. The Karnas has additional health. Okay, let's pick this one up. Thank you. Now where to? We have 1 more spirit, but not in this area here. Let's go down. Through the elevator. And if I must, I might as well just use up all my flasks and go straight to the bridge. Okay. Go, Lupus.
I've requested the reports on Endron's new biofuel from Nevada.
Now you can forget it. Only Victoria Vokes knows anything about it. And if you ask her, she'll tell you the same thing she tells everyone else.
That's classified and well above your pay grade, right?
That's right. Still, can't blame you for being curious.
Okay, take it easy. Plenty of enemies here. Plenty. And there's a high chance we will rage. But first, let's take out with us as many as we can. So just take it easy. And you gotta sleep now. Give me more rage. Troll. Sabotage. Keep your eyes to yourselves, buddy. Where are the spirits here? I have 1 there, 2 there. Your eyes to yourselves. Lots of enemies here. Some stationary, some walking. I need to get rid of as many as I can of them. Keep your eyes to yourself. Elite. Now he starts walking around. Of course. He's behind it, but also at the same time the guy behind him. I'm trying to study the area around me, so that once I start taking them 1 by 1 down, nobody can see anything. The elite forces. Don't! Do you think I'm allowing you to escape? You are completely wrong. Hip stance. Go away. Well done. Agile. Execute. Finish them. Destroy them. Heavy. Fast up. Grab, execute. Destroy them. Execute. Told you there was a very high possibility we would rage. There are. Any plants nearby that I can harvest for spirit power, please? Supposed to be around here somewhere. Lupus, entrance. This is the very one we just entered from, or not? Nope, it's not. Okay, can I find here any kind of spirit plant? Right here? Any? We have some clouds there, but otherwise, I don't see anything else. So the only way for us to progress is through the Lupus entrance. And looks like there is nothing else we can do at the moment. Fine. Game, have it your way.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
I'm glad you're back.
Me too, Eddie. Me too.
Now she calls you Dad. Kind of too little too late, honestly. Personally, kind of too little too late. Hello there, plants. I don't know, this is a bigger spirit. Thank you! I appreciate every single bit of spirit power we can get. Because this game is not easy without being really loaded with spirit power. Next one, where is it? There. Are you sure there are nothing in here? Wait a minute, this one here. Where are you? Beauty. There you go. Humid form. Plant. Collect. Nice. Next I'm going with the Lupus form. There are two here, supposedly. Two. Where's the other one? Lupus, please focus on that one, the other one here. Here you go. Almost missed it. Minor split again. Thank you. Okay, put them all here. Two more, but they are not in this area. The next area, rather. Go into the Lupus entrance. Okay, let's step in this area quickly. Some elite, some normal. We have two spirits here, I think. Not two spirits. Sabotage. How many? Two of them. Can I take one of them out without the other noticing? Doesn't look like it. Climb up, climb up. No, I triggered him to the patrol. Really now. The very least now I can hunt him down. Easily. Picking up. And for number 2. Make sure the exoskeleton doesn't see us. Nor does the elite. Move away! Expertise here. Go to sleep. Now. Five, 4, 3, 2, now! The elite cannot see us yet. Exit. Thank you. Again with the Homid stance. What is this, Lupus? For what for? You can't see us. They are both away from your eyes. Okay, one more there. Don't you dare to cheat. Those guys may be able to see us, but not the elite yet. Sabotage. In case we have to reach. Exoskeleton there. Exoskeleton is too much nearby. Of course, thanks for nothing. Raise! Execute! 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 More executions equal more quicker frenzy. Execute! Execute! Frenzy! Faster! Go! Go! Heal! Heavy stance! Claw! Destroy them! Agile! Execute! Execute! Frenzy! My bad for not noticing the camera. Go! Next. Execute. My bad for not noticing that camera. I'm sorry. I mean it. Literally. Sorry. I should have been taking the stealth approach, but whatever. And of course, there's a terminal right here I could have used to shut off the camera. Right? Of course. I feel stupid. Really, really stupid. Hello! Give me the health, please. Thank you. 2 more points of power. Thank you very much. 2 more spirit points. Okay, let's see here. Can I lengthen the frenzy duration? Right here. 6 seconds. Nothing. Let's choose this one. Thank you. Very kind. Okay. That will do. We already got this one. Looks like there are none anymore. No more plants to collect. Okay. Why is the game suddenly lagging and jumping around? Lupus entrance. Okay, let's go. I believe that now we have collected all the souls we could collect in here. Very nice indeed. The Garou can become Kranos as many times as they need. If we can now save here, I'll stop the session. As I said, one mission per session. Only one mission.
I'm out.
Nice job. Bring me Voke's data as soon as you can.
We haven't saved yet. And spirits around here we can collect. I see nothing. Wait a minute, there are two, but not in here. Let's go back to Eva for now. Yeah, the last spirits are right here. But we don't have yet enter in here. We don't enter the area yet. Okay.
This is where Rodko and the others staged their distraction.
Ow. Run quickly. And check out on Ethan. Maybe he wants to help our help on something. Ethan, I'm back. Do you have any jobs for us? Nothing yet. Okay, as you wish. Let's go to Eva. Very nice so far. Also, while I'm at it, let's quickly refill our stuff. Restock.
Hello there.
Enrage yourself also. Bridge. This is Dusk. Hi.
You all right, Dusk?
Sure, but how about you? I hear you'll be taking on the fracking site. Shit. Talk about taking the bull by the horns.
How does he know he's worried?
We'll be taking it by the tail. It's too risky for a frontal attack.
By the way, Ava asked me to give Declan a hand tonight. She wants us to jam communications between the outpost and the fracking site so they don't see you coming.
That'd be a real help. I'm counting on you.
I won't let you down. Good luck tonight, my friend.
Thanks, but you hold on to that luck. You need it more than I do.
I believe we should have talked with him before going to the mission, because we already finished it. Hi. Hey there.
How's everything going?
Good. Great, even. We're this close to taking Endron down. And it's all thanks to you.
I was not alone.
Not just me. All of us.
True, but everything's changed since you came back. The whole pack is doing better. Why did you go away, Dad? Really?
You know why. After the death of your mother, something snapped inside me. And it cost Rafik his life. I was a raw nerve. Liable to give in to rage at the slightest push. If I'd stayed... if I'd hurt you...
But now you've come back and everything's okay. Please, Dad. I don't want you to leave me again.
It's complicated a bit. It might be possible.
Me neither. I never wanted to go. But I'm still a danger to you.
I know, but if I lost you again, I just want you to think about it.
I will, lady. I promise. Let's talk about it again when all this is finished.
Sure thing. Let's get out of here now and try to check on with the others. Perhaps with Rodko, maybe, if he's here. If not, then... Hi, what's up?
Judging from how well your diversion went, I take it your wounds are fully healed?
We didn't lose anyone, and the mission was a success, so I can't complain. But we're a long way from being finished with Endron.
What's our next step?
I still need to put some thought into it. Ask me later.
Okay, understood. Be right back, I need some toilet break quickly before we finish this session. Sorry. Okay, let's quickly finish this session because I am getting really tired at the moment. So quickly talk with Ava and then we will finish the session right away. I'd like us to finish ASAP. Okay, let's see what does Ava has to tell us. What's up?
Here's Voke's data.
Hell yeah. This should give us a look at what Endron's mixing into its biofuel.
Can help us talk about the dam.
How are things at the dam? Did they find out what we did?
Doesn't look like it. The plan worked perfectly. They must think they scared you off before you managed to do anything.
They'll figure it out in due time. We need to move. I'll go see Rodko.
Pop by to see Adana too, if you've got the time. She'd appreciate it.
Okay. And I believe with that, just save the game right now because we're done for today's session. Officially. Okay. Let's go quickly to Adana's area here. And this will be it literally for today's session. Click escape, go to the settings again, mute the music because we don't require any more copyright stuff. Then apply, yes. Main menu, yes. There is no music here. Good. Quit, yes. Okay then, I believe this will be it for today's session. It took us 3 hours and a half. Almost the same amount of a stream session by normal other YouTubers. Anyway, with that being said, this has been with you, your host Invisible from Invisible's Gaming Channel, sucking at your hearts from the dark side of the moon. And this has been with you the continuation of Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. Today, we finished off Endron's dam. We spoke with a scientist and impersonated a security guard. And we managed to get quite a lot of spirit points that we will need in order to make Kahal into the ultimate Fianna warrior. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the lesson about the Bone Knowers, and next time we shall be visiting another tribe that I think by now I know which one we will be targeting this time. Next session we shall be learning about the Red Talons, because just because I want to learn about them more. So, until next time, make sure to stay careful, stay safe, and stay cautious. We are living in very uncertain times, unguaranteed times, and anything can happen. Life is not guaranteed. So keep your family and friends close to you. Keep your enemies even closer to you. You don't know when you'll need help, and you don't know where it might come from. So give credit where credit is due, and give gratitude where gratitude is due. And always remember, it's much easier and simpler to say thank you for someone that you owe gratitude to than it is to buy for them a rose and place it on the grave of the deceased, because they will not appreciate it from you, and they will not be able to receive it from you. So then, until next time, Invisible with you, sign out. Take care and best of luck. Stop the stream.